Right, so question number 15, the integration question. So this says, uh, using the substitution x equals, so 15a. So they are giving us the substitution as x equals 2 sine square theta plus 3, where theta is between 0 and 5 over 4. And we need to evaluate this. I equals 3 to 4, x minus 3, 5 minus x dx. So since this is a substitution, we need to see we need to get the dx, then we need to get the limits, right? So those are stuff that we need to do. So let's do that. So now here x is 2 sine square theta plus 3. So dx over d theta, I'll get 2 sine theta, then I'll get cos theta. Right, so that means I have 4 sine theta cos theta. So then I can say dx is equal to this d theta. So I have got the value of dx, so that is done. So now I need to change the limits. So from here I can take sine theta as x minus 3 over 2. That means yeah, so I can get this from here, sorry, square root, right? So now I need the value of theta, so that means I actually need theta, that means sine inverse x minus 3 over 2. So now let's see. Now I'm going to take when x equals 3, theta will be sine inverse 0. So 3 minus 3, no, so 0. That means theta is also going to be 0. At x equals 4, theta will be sine inverse 4 minus 3 over 2 square root. That means sine inverse 1 over square root 2. You get 1 over square root 2 at sine 45. Sine 45 is or that general solution, but they say that theta is between this, so it should be 45. So we have found all the necessary stuff for us to get the answer now. Right, so now we need to put the limits now. Theta equals 0, theta equals 5 over 4. What is x? 2 sine square theta plus 3 minus 3. 5 minus 2 sine square theta plus 3. Dx is 4 sine theta cos theta, d theta. Right, so we got all the stuff that we wanted. So now it's a case of getting the answer. So here I can cut this 3 off. I'm going to take the 4 out as well. 4, 0 to 5 over 4. I'll have 2 sine square theta. Then I'll have 5 minus 3 is going to be 2. So I'll have a 2 minus 2 sine square theta. So sine theta, cos theta, d. Right? So then here I can cut the 2 off as well. Right? So I'm going to show that here. We'll cut that. 0 to 5 over 4 sine square theta, 1 minus sine square theta. Then sine theta, cos theta, d theta. Then equal to 4. So this is going to be cos square theta. So it will be sine theta over cos theta. 0, 5 over 4 sine square theta, cos square theta. So sine theta, cos theta, sin theta cos theta d. So I can cut this cos theta as well. Then I'll get sin squared theta. Right? So I'll be getting 4, 0 to 5 over 4 sin squared theta d theta. So now to get sin squared theta, I am going to convert this into the cos 2 theta form. Right? So what is that now? We know that cos 2 theta, right? Cos 2 theta can be written in many different ways. No? So one of the ways is 1 minus 2 sin squared theta. So that I can get sin squared theta as 1 plus 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. So then I'm going to get this as 4, 0 to 5 over 4, 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these 2 off. I'll get 2 here. Then I need to integrate this. So if I am going to integrate that, then I need to take 2, 0 to 5 over 4, 1 minus cos 2. So write this down, then let's do the rest. Right, so we come up to here. Right, so here I'm going to integrate now. So I'll get 2, then I'll get theta minus sin 2 theta, then because it's 2, I will divide by 2. Then we take 5 over 4, 0. So I'll get 2, 5 over 4 minus sin, so 2 times 5 over 4 is 5 over 2 minus 0 minus sin 0 over 2. So this whole part is 0. No? Here I will get so the 5 over 2 is sin 5 over 2 is 1. Right, so then I'll get 2 times 5 over 4 minus half. So that means 5 over 2 minus 1. So that is the answer. So part B. So part B says, part B is a bit of a, at the inception it looks like a broad sum. So it says, first of all it says using partial fractions find, name this as I, 1 x minus 1 x minus 2 dx. So now you can get this as x minus 1 plus x minus 2. So you can get this part as, so now when you close this up, you put x equals 1. So you get 1 over 1 minus 2. Then for this you close this up, you put 2 here, 1, 2 minus 2. So that is how you get it now. Right? So then I will get I as x minus 1 minus 1 plus x minus 2 1. Right, so here you will get this. So or else you all can find this in the normal way, which is using the x minus 1 x minus 2 as x minus 1a plus x minus 2b, 1 equals a x minus 2 plus b x minus 1. So you put x equals 1. So it's the same thing. 1 equals a 1 minus 2. So a is basically 1 over minus 1 equals minus 1. x equals 2, 1 equals b, 2 minus 1, so b equals 1. So same thing, same thing, shortcut method is this. Alright. Then they are so now we need to find this out. So I'll get I as x minus 2 dx minus x minus 1 dx. So now differentiation of this is 1, differentiation this one is also 1. So you can use a ln thing. Ln x minus 2 minus ln x minus 1, and we have to take a c, and you have to say c is an arbitrary constant. Right. Alright, so I can write this as ln x minus 2 minus ln x minus 1 plus. Right. So now they are asking, find out as in we have to reduce this now. Now I need to find what is ft. Ft is what? So from 3 to t, 1. So the same thing, x minus 1, x minus. So they are telling us to show that the answer of this is the given statement. So here what will be the answer here? So now they have given us the limit. So we need to put the limit here. So when you put the limit, you don't put the c, right? So t to 3. So then you will get ln t minus 2 minus ln t minus 1, that is 1 minus ln 3 minus 2 minus ln 3 minus 1. So here you will get ln t minus 2 ln by the way, so now this they say that t, so in this thing t is greater than 2, no? So that means what do you call, this part will be positive, no? Right? So then we don't need to take this modulus, no? Now we can ignore that because it's anyway positive, right? So now that's why I am putting these brackets now. This modulus became brackets, right? So and then so t minus 1 minus ln 1 plus ln 2. So ln 1 is 0. So then we will get the answer. Ln 2 t minus 2 ln t minus 1 plus ln 2. This is the answer that they are expecting. Right, so now we know what is this as well. So that is ln t minus 2 ln t minus 1 plus ln. So what are they asking next? Then they are saying using integration by parts, find ln x minus k, right, where k is a real constant. Okay, so now we have to find this now. So what I am going to do here is I am going to put, so for us to do integration by parts there should be two things. So I'm going to put some 1 here. No problem. Dx. So then I can write this ln x minus k, 1 as dx over dx. So now this will be this vu thing, right? So then you can write this as what? Ln x minus k x minus, so now I need to differentiate this part. So x times differentiation of this is what? 1 over x minus k dx. Right, so this is what? This part is the d over dx of ln x minus k. Right, so now I need to get the answer of this. Right, so now let's find the round as well. So I'll put the x here. Then I'm going to write this as x minus k plus k. No problem, so x will be anyway there. So that is x minus k. So I'm going to take this. So I'm going to separate this so that I'll get minus 1 dx plus k x minus k dx. Right, so if I'll get the answer as ln x minus x ln x minus k minus x, right, minus x minus, I'm going to take k out and then I'll have the ln here, no? So x minus k, if you differentiate you'll get 1. So I can get k times ln x minus k. Right? So yeah, so I'll get this, no? Plus c dash. So now there are some c dash. So then I would say c dash is an arbitrary constant. So now this is the answer of that. Right. So I can actually cluster this out as well. That means this part. So that I will get this as x minus k ln x minus k minus x c. Right now, so right. So now what are they asking next? Then they are saying, hence find the value of integration of ft. So now we need to integrate this ft as well. So now integration of ft dx is what? That means we have to integrate this ln t minus 2 ln t minus 1 plus ln 2 dt. Yeah. So this is also dt is ft, no? So now we can use this, no? We know that the integration of x minus k, right? X minus k is this, right? So here, so in this, x is equal to t, k is equal to 2. Here, x is equal to t, then k is equal to 1. Right? So now considering this, we can get the answer. So now let's get the answer. So you will get x minus k, no, that means t minus 2 ln t minus 2 minus t. That is one thing. Minus, you will get t minus 1 ln t minus 1 minus t, and then you need to integrate ln 2. So ln 2 is a constant, so you can take the constant out, ln 2, then you have dt, no? So then you will get t out of it. So now let's get the answer here. So now this is going to be minus t, this is going to be positive t, no? So now that's all. Let's expand this and write t minus 2 ln t minus 2 minus t minus t minus 1 ln t minus 1 plus t. Here you will get ln 2 t, and then you will have some other c2 or something. Then you can cut this off, and then this is the answer. So you will get the answer as this: t minus 2 ln t minus 2 minus t minus 1 ln t minus 1 plus t ln 2 plus c2. So then you need to write the same thing as c. So now c2 is an arbitrary constant. Right, so when you do this, we are done with that part as well. Right, so let's go to part C. So let's consider part C now. So part C says using the formula a to b fx equals a to b f a plus b minus x dx, where a and b are constant, we need to show that. So I'm going to take this new thing as j minus 5 to 5 cos squared x dx 1 plus ex dx. Ex, we need to show that it is equal to ex cos squared x dx 1 plus ex. Right, so this is what we need to show. Right. So now here this is the main one. No? So this will be fx. Right. This is a. This is b. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write f a plus b minus x, which is f minus 5 plus 5 minus x. That means f minus x. So what is f minus x? I can write that as so here cos square minus x. This whole thing is not fx. Now dx will be out. This thing is fx. So 1 plus e minus x. That is, so cos square, this does not change. This becomes 1 over 1 like this one. Then you will get ex up. Ex plus. Right, so this is f this thing. So then you can say j is equal to so the limit f a plus b minus x dx, which is which is minus 5 over 5 ex cos squared x 1 plus. So this is what they are asking first of all, right? So what I'm going to do here is now this was the original j. So this was the original j, so you can name this as 1. This was the second j. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these two j's up, right? So now let's add these up now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, so let me rewrite this now. J minus 2 cos squared x 1 plus ex dx. This is 1. This is minus 5 ex cos squared x dx 1 plus e. This is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these up. So if I add 1 and 2, I'll get 2j equals minus 5 to 5 cos squared x 1 plus ex. So now since this is equal, I can just add this up. Ex cos squared x. So now I'm going to take cos squared x out. Cos squared x out, and I get 1 plus ex. I have 1 plus ex here as well. So I'm going to cut this off. Then I am remaining with cos squared x dx. So cos squared x dx can be written as what? I can use the cos 2x formula, but since cos 2x is 2 cos squared x minus 1, I can write cos squared x as what? Cos 2x plus 1 over 2. Then write 2j as cos 2x plus 1 over 2 dx. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this half out. Then I'll get cos 2x plus 1. So if I get the answer here, if I integrate this I will get sin 2x over 2 plus x 5 minus 5. Is that correct? Right, so I'll get this now. So now I just need to put the limits and see. So if I put the limits, I'll get half sin 2 phi over 2 plus 5 minus sin 2 minus 5 over 2 minus 5. So here sin 2 phi is 0. That is basically sin 2 phi plus 0. So here you can get, so then this part is 0. Even here this is minus sin 2 phi. That is all 0. Let me take this as 0 as well. So then we are remaining with half phi plus 5. And this is 2j. Yeah? So then you will get half 2 phi equal to 5. That means j, or the answer we want, will be 5 odd. And that ends the question number 15 as well.